Right. Hello and welcome everybody who have gathered here for another Spectator List episode. I'm Reina, of course, and this time I'll be joined by Ilval and Hoffs. If you're watching the stream, you can see them both by my side on the nice table.
Hello.
Yeah,
Good evening.
yeah,
I made this table.
yeah. You made the table. I
Yeah.
just wanted to ask where you got this from. Did you get it? Did you make it all by yourself?
Not.
Not.
I just found a photo in the internet, changed the colors and of the background. So yeah, I made some work to make it better. But
Yeah. Still looks nice.
yes,
Yeah.
so we are sitting right in front of viewers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Never looks better.
Exactly. So, what will it's been very long time actually since the last Spectator List episode of any stream actually. Last one was during the TPM FA Cup, I think, season 2. I wanted to do one right after it ended, but scheduling errors, Radov didn't have time and I just didn't carry on with it. So, we made a new one, obviously, because we had a lot of changes in the server, in the organizational side. Game has received updates, so um, this one obviously will be mostly about the new TPM Super League, organized by McKeon, uh, but also us three are also helping him, and we have expanded the tournament stuff. So maybe we'll talk about like what exactly has changed from TPMFA and what can we gather from TPMFA's history.
Yeah, so probably the biggest change is just the two-phase tournament instead of just having a simple league.
Yeah,
So we'll have a first round where every team faces each other once, and in the end of this sixth round, uh, the league will split in two. So it will be an uneven split, 5 and 7, and after that split, all the teams will fight for their own division and fight for the trophy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So the main thing is uh, part of the staff who worked on TPMFA joins. The work on this league. We did a great job with Reina, making 2 seasons of TPM Football Association
yeah,
tournaments.
I did almost nothing, but
You
you
know,
did
you
you
helped
did
me
a
a
great
lot in
job.
the second season.
Yeah,
And now here we are.
yeah,
Hopefully,
Uh,
unofficially, and the new award coming up with a new interface, people will be more excited and play a little bit more serious because they have something to win,
yeah,
something to show off.
yeah, exactly.
Hopefully, this first league will be a success. I mean, it's already a success with 12 teams signed up. We were expecting 8,
Yeah,
10
yeah,
at most.
exactly.
So it's already good news for us.
Yeah, I mean, we were kind of thinking of the new system already before of the league split, which we now have. But I think it's a bit simpler now with the 12 teams. Now we focused obviously on splitting it like 5-7 because we have less top level teams than we have some lower or medium level teams. So it's obvious, some of them wouldn't be able to compete well, and if a strong team makes it plays bad maybe in the first half of the season, they finish in the second group, the second division with some weaker teams. It's gonna be tough for the other teams there. But yeah, obviously both winners of both divisions get awards, so a
Yep.
lot to fight for.
Yeah, so we won't face the issue where at half season some teams already are giving up and are not motivated because the gap is too large. So
Yeah,
hopefully this helps fight that off, so teams can do the whole season and
yeah,
have always something to fight for.
yeah. We have some rule changes coming over from TPM FA. Now we practiced during the TPM FA Cup season 2 of how it would be with goalkeeper veto. It didn't work out very well. There are still a lot of problems with it, and people who like to play human goalkeeper suffered a lot. I know Ilval himself
Yeah,
suffered a
especially me.
lot. Yeah, yeah. So
I'm blessed to go to play at least one match in the cup
yeah,
not
as
not
goalkeeper
bad.
because new update um, broke goalkeepers a bit. Like you could score from center earlier, but now we have more opportunities to break the rules and score some mind-blowing goals.
Maybe change the meta a bit since we all know
Oh
how.
yeah, but I think now we should try. We have to give a chance for human goalkeepers on this tournament, and I hope that half of the teams will use the human goalkeeper.
yeah.
I think so. I mean, I'm a big fan of human goalkeeper, so I have a bias. I always support using human goalkeepers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Some teams obviously will be playing. Some are still very much against it. I don't think we will see the likes of Victoria playing with human goalkeeper. No factory, most likely not. But at least nobody can complain. So that's a bit better. And I don't think personally that the goalkeepers in lower teams who usually play with human goalkeepers pose that much of a threat.
I mean,
Rather, it might be a hindrance for them to they might concede some very stupid goals. I remember very clearly the end game Napoli game from last cup season 10-1. Mondragon did some crazy saves there, but it's still he was tested only from afar, and at one point it's just
yeah, but
it's a
you,
dice roll.
you were saying the fact that you want to use human goalkeeper, but you probably forgot Drozdov's amazing goalkeeper skills that we
Just
said before. We
yeah,
might see it again.
yeah. I just wanted to say maybe Skuribak is active as well. He was just
Oh
joining the
yes.
podcast stage, but
Is he signed up? No, he isn't.
oh, he isn't signed up. Well, let's see.
Oh,
That's a big loss.
unlucky.
Well, yeah, no factory. We might go over. Before we start talking about the teams, we can talk more about the rules. There are going to be loans this season as well. I think
Yep.
no team has yet employed them, and mostly we've seen free agent movements happening. But do you think they be used because there's going to be a longer lock in place with them?
I mean, there's the good things and bad things about it. So first, good thing, teams have 13 spots for
Yeah,
normal registers, and then 2 extra spots only for loans. So the teams which have more players, they can use those 2 extra spots and get some loan players. Actually, we have, at least in the end game, we have thought about using it because we have some people who can show up and we're lacking some players, and we might use the loan system.
yeah,
And I hope other people are encouraged to use so. The
yeah,
bad thing, probably the thing that will make people not use it is the lock system, which means the loan will have to be locked on the team for the entire phase. So that might sound a bit bad, but it's there to prevent the abuse. So
yeah.
always do
We know the players who hop a lot of teams. I call it
that.
names, but one starts with M and ends in W. No, not W. Y.
Yeah,
But
yeah, we all. Hopefully, but I hope we'll see people using it. I don't think people have noticed it yet.
yeah.
We weren't.
Mostly not. Yeah, actually, I at least we Napoli with Mark discussed. Do you want to send someone out? Do we want to bring someone in? But we haven't reached in any agreement yet. So,
Yeah, shout out
um,
to the loan list, the chat where, or you can contact Muck to tell your players are on a loan list, so other
yeah,
teams can
exactly.
actively see.
Yeah, I think we haven't even have that channel ready for it, but not using it yet. So
And
uh,
hopefully, people will
yeah.
put players up to loan.
I guess we can move on to the teams now. There have been some transfers made as well, but I'm gonna show that to the audience as well. what's what are the current teams and what will we discuss here then? So yeah, like you mentioned, we have 12 teams this season. Very good. We've only had more in one season. That was the second season of TPM FA League, I think. And I mean, half of these teams just ended up either disbanding or quitting. There were some Brazilian teams, but this time it looks a bit more cleaner. We have mostly active players in each squad. Each squad seems very well organized. I think there was a lot more thought process put into these registrations as well.
Yeah, I think that the teams are more balanced this season. A lot more spread out, at least, and I think we'll see some surprises as well.
Yeah, we see some teams that are returning from that they participate season to season. Some very old teams, No Factory being the oldest, obviously. We see Not a Crew, Napoli, Special Forces returning. Now, one of the staple teams also seems to be Galatasaray. Early on in the first cup season, they quit in the middle, but now they've been going full force in all the competitions.
They actually did a really nice. I think it was a cup or league, the last cup. They actually did very nice. They were the surprise of the tournament for me.
Yeah, they got to the quarterfinal and no, they got to the semifinal. I'm sorry, and in the quarterfinal they defeated Special Forces. Yeah, and that was like the big surprise. Yep. Yeah,
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
It's really nice to see. Hopefully, they can show us the same stuff that they showed us before.
Yeah. We have. Yeah.
Do you want to go like team by team or just talk on?
We can start from the top. I mean, we can start from diamonds. I mean, Playmaker already said to me before we started this that talk positive about us, but I think they seem to be a very positive team. They're a mix of like more experienced players, some returning ones who don't play very often. We see now Chris R has returned, for example, plays for them, and I feel like the Orange's project, what it's doing there, is pretty good.
Yeah, Orange did pick up some interesting players, like a lot of Portuguese guys like Finesse and Nordstad. They're like a nice duo. And also they have, I don't know if you know this, the league winner Poisoned by Par 7.
Yeah.
And a nice surprise with Agüero. I thought Agüero will play for Galatasaray, but that's a nice pick for them.
Yeah.
And also, you probably don't know him, but Alves is also a great defender from Net Soccer. I've known him and I've played with him, and it will be a nice surprise.
Yeah.
He's a solid defender. Overall, it's a very interesting squad. They also have Ogi, of course, legendary TPM player.
Yeah.
And Playmaker was one of the new guys, an up and coming guys who's been on the radar lately. I've been following up his progress, and he's developing up quite well.
Yeah.
So we'll see how they do this league. But still, with all these guys and all this experience, I hope they can achieve the Premier Division. I hope they can be on the top 5. I think they can do it if they organize well and they do like some cute tactics, let's say. What do you think? Do you think they can reach the top 5?
I think top 5 definitely. Yeah, I think they're gonna be the top half team.
I think there will be a good run for the 5th place, or even for the 4th, because we have decent teams. Yeah, sure, there are some teams. How to say? From the lows, from a low half.
Lower half, yeah.
Lower half, and they have no chances for the Premier Division, but they can show the potential, introduce some new players to us. I think we can say this about Leamington, of course. This is a good team.
Can I ask you, who do you think is like the star player for Diamonds, or who do you think we should be watching on Diamonds? Do you have a preferred player or something like that?
I think Arshavin is a good defender because we played with him and I know how's he good on def.
Yeah,
He saved us in national team matches.
Yeah.
Chris is an experienced player too. They have not fair. Have finesse. Aguero, of course, maybe he will play goalkeeper, and I'm sure he will.
Yeah, I forgot to mention Aguero was like voted the best goalkeeper of the year, so
Yeah.
that's also a plus for them. So, Reina, what about you? Do you have any players from Diamonds that you like to highlight, or maybe you think he's gonna, like show up this tournament?
Yeah, I'm gonna echo Ilvo about Arshavin. I'm still a bit sad that he left Napoli. He had a small spell here with us, and he was a great defender who we'd like to have. You know, he's versatile. He can play a bit up the field as well. And yeah, I feel like most of them, you know, they play very well together as a team, and this is what like Orange is doing with them. They've been much more united. If we look at players like not for Finesse as well, they've been known for like very selfish plays in the past, but now they definitely settled down on, you know, this very tactical play, and it works out very well. And I mean, yeah, they have Casey as well. I think one of you mentioned that already, but Casey, you know, Nations League winner as well. He's a very decent midfielder, and I feel like he's going to do very well for them.
So, what about next team? Or anyone has something else to say about Diamonds?
Nope.
Guess we can go to the next one.
We can go to Endgame, yeah. Closest team.
Oh, nice, I know that team. I can give since it's my team, I can give you a little bit of context.
Yes, show
So
us
this
the.
Okay,
so this end game is a bit different from what you're used to see. We have obviously lost Ziela, which was one of our best players, always top scorer. But we've recruited a lot of Rogue Family or Final Fantasy players.
Yeah.
So we're more of a mix of those players and the core of Snazzy, now endgame. So hopefully we'll have a nice tournament. I honestly, I don't think we can be first place on this first phase, at least for now. I think we'll be aiming for second or third place, at least first phase. Then we'll see on the second phase.
Yeah.
And
I can't see any weak spots in your team. Like seeing the squad and every player is a world class star. You know.
I think that will be true for the previous update. I'm not as confident after this new update. I
Yeah,
think
there
we're
is still
still.
blue in the squad. We can't really call them all world class.
Oh, throwing shade
But
already.
yeah, but he can play goalkeeper as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
true. It definitely
We've
showed that
seen him
last season.
in his position, and
Yeah.
he did well.
We actually have three goalkeepers. Like it's Riku,
Yeah,
Blue,
Rico.
and Cappy as well can play a
Oh
really
yeah.
really good goalkeeper.
Yeah, Rico is one of the best goalkeepers too, in my opinion.
Yeah. In his opinion as well.
Yeah, we'll see. Like he doesn't have much time, unfortunately, but we'll see
So
how
yeah,
it goes.
you have a choice.
Yeah. I hope
Yeah.
I'll highlight a player like we did before. So for this season, I will probably highlight this tough one because it's my own team. I'll highlight Makin so he doesn't spam me after. Like he's been. We all know he was like the best midfielder voted on the last season. He's been really good. Everyone knows his volley shots. He took that from Ziela. We all know he's a really deadly shooter if he's if he's motivated for it. But if things start going badly, we'll probably see a not so good side of him. So we'll have to see how Endgame starts the league. Hopefully we start well and he can pick up goals and be motivated until the end.
Yeah.
So I'll highlight him, and I hope we can see like a top performance from start to finish from him. And if he does that, then I can say we can probably get that first place But for now, I'll be happy with second or third.
Yep. Well,
What about you guys? You want to highlight someone?
Well, I told my opinion that everyone is on a high level. But yeah, I'd like to highlight Pio. He's a good defender as well. Because everyone talk about strikers and midfielders about their goals, but we shouldn't forget about uh, dark work from the beginning, from the base.
Yeah, from the back, building up
Yep.
and being solid as a defender. I agree.
So what's your opinion, Reina, on this?
Yeah, once again, I agree with Ilval. I wanted to highlight Pio from the start myself because he's in TPM he's a newer player, but he's one of the best defenders now. And against him, I struggle the most myself. I think out of all defenders, I know how to play around Rostov. I don't know how to play around Pio.
Yeah, he's
And
very solid.
yeah, and he's very calm. He's very collected. Something like Hero is, and it's
Indeed.
definitely going to be the key. But yeah, from the attacking side, I feel like McKeon can do a whole lot. He's been improving, and there seems to be no cap to him. He's very very talented, and considering his real life age as well, how young he is,
Yes,
big
actually.
star for TPM 2030. Yeah.
So I think we can go to the next one.
Yeah, it's going to be
Okay, one question. One
Yeah.
question.
Sure.
Will Rico, Epi, and Shrek body size?
I can't say secret.
Ask him, please. We want to see Shrek on the field.
Oh, by the
Yeah.
way, Gorny, I think Gorny raised his hand. I don't know if he wants to ask a question.
Okay, we can yes.
We
Okay.
can ask him again.
Okay, we've invited
Because
him to speak. Yes.
Yes, hello everybody. You have mentioned a lot of end game players, but I think we should talk about Rizzy. He is the only one in TPM who plays attack and uses strong foot, left strong foot. So I think we should watch him carefully and with more attention.
I agree, and
Is always crying on the side of the road? No. Taking a car to Miami Beach.
I agree, and I will add that he's probably one of the best headers in the game as well. He always the classic Drizzy header goal. Yeah, nice point. I agree.
Well, thank you, Gorny. Yeah, if we move on, then the next team
Sure.
will be Comoros. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I know there's a real
Comoros.
country, but how do you
Yeah, Comoros is one of the French-speaking countries.
Yeah. They're like an island country somewhere near Africa, I think. I don't remember, honestly.
So let me see.
Yeah.
Well,
Geographical
okay.
lesson? Yeah, they're near Africa, yeah. They're together with
Okay, so from this team, it's a bit of an unknown. I mean, it's all the French players, and now Vienna joined. I don't know if you guys know who he is or if he's a new player.
No,
I
we
haven't
don't really know
played
who he
any
is.
much with him. But from the rest of the players, we have Axi, which again is a league winner from Par 7.
Yeah.
He's a solid midfielder. We have
Also,
Erwin.
he's a league winner back in TPMFA season 1, if I'm not mistaken, with underdogs.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Perfect. So
Yep, he won a league with Underdogs.
Yeah.
So he knows.
Legendary Underdogs United. Yeah.
So he knows what he's doing. And then we have Erwin and best player, which is probably the trio of that team that everyone has to take into account. As they say themselves, like they know what real football is, and they like to do some flashy plays. It's always nice to see. And hopefully they incentivize the rest of the TPM to also try and do some of those quirky and tiki-taka moves,
Oh, I played Chell, just a friend Chell with against Camorris, and yeah, the passing game is
Yeah, it's one of the
very
best
well.
in
Yeah,
TPM.
I think we will show us how to play TPM. So
Yeah, and
I
let's
think
talk.
I think we can even fight for the Premier Division.
Oh, you think we can be on the top 5th, on top 5?
Yeah, maybe we can at
I
least 6th or 7th place.
Yeah.
Surely.
I think that if you see the results on the past cup, you'll
Yeah.
remember that Snoop Factory
Yeah,
didn't
that for
win
sure.
versus them on the groups. They were the only ones that could draw, and
Yeah.
I would even say they could have won that game, but maybe lack of experience they conceded on the end. So they have really high potential. Let's see if they can use it.
Yeah, I feel the core plays very well together, and that's gonna be like very good. So definitely, the actually
Yeah,
every best player combo, and then they have this player supporting. Obviously, they have
and
Nas at the back, obviously, and
how do they call it? The GXNY? How do you
I
say
don't
this?
know.
Yeah,
The
but he's also
former what is his name now? The former XM, yeah.
yeah, but he's pretty good as well.
Yeah.
We had
The men's
Mumik
squad.
actually wanted to ask us something or speak, but now he
Okay.
withdrew it. So if you want to, you can ask again.
Okay. I just want to say that the men's squad is French, so we have no language barriers, and they can easily build a game. Maybe we use the voice chat,
Yeah.
which I think not the most team does.
Yeah.
Not the most team do, because yeah, they does probably, because uh, they have to talk during the game to make this passing game, or they just trained a lot.
I just think the defining thing for this team will be their mental prowess. Like, will they be able to face defeats if they happen? Will they keep motivated until the end? I think that will be the defining factor. If they can keep together and just power through the games, I think they can be top 5. That's all I'm gonna
Yeah,
say.
definitely.
Yeah, let's wish them good luck.
Yeah. Moving on, we have Galatasaray coming up. Then we also talked about a little bit them before. So
Yeah, so this one, they had a little bit of a cleanup yesterday. So I don't know if these players are all going to play. I think most of them are on the team. So I'll talk like this squad is the final squad. So they have Bullant, of course. They have Bugs Bunny, which is an underrated player. I like to watch him play. They have Predator, which is, I don't know if he's someone that
he's
already played.
major. Yeah, his
Oh,
identity has
okay.
been uncovered now recently.
Oh,
So
okay, he's
yeah,
magic.
yeah,
I see. Or it's a nice pickup then. I think they have an interesting squad. I don't know if they can fight for 5th place. Hopefully they can. I also played with Mitrito on endgame at the start. I know he has very good potential, but maybe he's still a little bit raw, not experienced enough. I hope this tournament they can get that experience that they need and they can go to the next
Yeah, but
level.
as we've seen, we have some problems in the team. Maybe I think we almost disbanded, but
They came back. Yeah.
I guess they can back.
I
I
think
don't think how we can play with this mental.
I think
I
if
think.
these 5 players stay together and play, I think they could fight for the championship, the second division. They can fight for that title, but they have like a really small squad, and I can see issues with availability. So that's something that they're gonna have to fight. They're gonna have they won't have enough players if they don't sign a few. So I'll scout them
yeah,
really closely and hope for new signings.
yeah. Probably. I mean, they have these wild cards, inside. They have Enriquez, surprisingly, who according to my expectations, should be like playing in Victoria, but looks like he likes it there. Together with Marek, who was in there last season as well.
I
So
haven't I
yeah,
haven't talked
this.
about Enrique because he isn't on the team right now, so I'm not
Ah,
sure if
okay,
he's going
okay, yeah.
to be ready.
Maybe he won't be playing then, yeah. But yeah, their squad is down list more now, and
Yeah.
I feel like if they play their methodical game, I mean, me and Napoli obviously we spar against them a lot because they're like our level team, most close to us, and mostly they defeat us thanks to their very good passing, very good like in box play. They play well short. They don't even last season they used Blunt more with hoofs with long crosses, but now
Yeah.
they rely more on short passes and like build up into that higher level play, which is the most successful in TPM. So
Yep. By the way, Bugs Bunny wants to ask a question, I
all
think.
right, we can invite him in, yeah.
Yeah, let's
And
hear him.
and hello
There he
there.
is.
Hello, hi.
Hello.
Frankly speaking, I would like to add about Galatasaray. We are the winners of the Cup of Ambition
Yeah.
season 2.
Yep.
But one Italian from the NAC believes that the tournament is a circus. Yeah,
Oh, if
yeah,
only Said
we
would be
know
here,
that,
this would
man.
be so funny.
What do you think about our perspectives, our um,
For
but
this
I
league,
would like to add, yeah. What is our position? Maybe will finally.
I think that can you can fight for sixth, seventh place, maybe, and then on the second phase you can probably fight for the title if and this what is an important if you get more players because you will struggle for activity, and when you struggle for activity you can't and you don't play, you will lose points, right? So you need a few more players because you have a strong core, like strong five, but you don't have a bench. That's my opinion.
Oh yeah, I
Okay,
agree totally.
okay,
Oh
thank you so much.
yeah, good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
good luck for you guys. I hope to see you guys do well on the league as well.
Right. So yeah, we got that cleared as well. Yeah, I think Ambition League, I'm sorry, was pretty good, and it was a good testing ground for Special Forces as well with their two squads, which now they have made into a real thing,
Yeah.
and brought here as well. But before we get to them, I think we're gonna talk about Leamington first, the one of the OG Russian Ukrainian clubs that was in the first cup season as well.
Leamington?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember them playing and just losing every game, but I think we will play better this time because we have a strong squad. This we have Mumik, Ruzhenko, Said, and Mirazo.
Yeah.
So
I think that first of all, Leamington is a very important team because they bring new players to the game.
Yeah.
So kudos on that.
we play like an academic club
Yeah, but
from the other football games because we have a big Russian community in our games like Hugsball and maybe some Russian analogs like Mega Ball. So yeah, there are lots of them, and Mirazu just taking this place and building a team, so we can see new names in the game every.
yeah, and I think you can see that it's working already because I haven't seen much of them, but I've paid attention to Quadi and Stermik, I think,
Yeah.
two new Ukrainian guys,
These two are the
and
attacking duo. Stermik is
they
a defender, right? I don't even remember.
I don't know yet. I
Yes, Termic is a defender,
Yeah.
and
Quad is a midfielder.
More like an
Quad is a
attacker.
midfielder. Yeah, they both have a good potential. Stermic is on a good level even now, so he will fit the team very good, and he's a strong starting player.
Yeah.
I think both of them are really good prospects for the future. So keep an eye on them if they keep playing.
Yeah. I'm really happy that Mirazu decided to like reboot Leamington because he was like a very long time in Special Forces already. We blended in, but now decided to do it quite out of the blue, but it was pretty nice. And I mean, he got the backing. There's also these new players, Russian players, I think, who are Elliot and Undecided. I've seen them several times as well. And yeah, they definitely show up potential. They play often. I feel like they like the game, which is nice to see. And I
Always
feel
nice.
like the team's going to be like a good mix because there's Mumik supporting them as well. Now there's Rozhenko playing for them this season. So
who's going to be the striker? Maybe Marazzo.
Mirazu, yeah, I've seen him play striker actually because now they have some defenders sorted out, and it's going to be interesting to see. Probably Rozhenko as well. Maybe he can say it for himself, but yeah.
I think that might be where they are lacking a bit of power, and we know how striker is important in TPM. Really important.
Oh yeah, don't forget they have Said. He can play defense. He can play in defense as well. So yeah, Mirazu has a good opportunity to play striker, surely. And he did it well. He has good shooting and passing and team team cooperation.
Yeah.
So they'll definitely show better football than earlier. I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, their place is in
I think they'll be on
a championship division, of course, but they can show a good level, of course.
Mumik wants to say something.
Let me just say that I think whoever is on Championship League has a chance to fight for the
Welcome,
title.
Mumik.
Yeah, guys, you hear me?
Yes, Mumik, hello.
First of all, I think I need to say that you probably don't need to count me as a big serious player because because I'm not a player at all. I'm like a mascot in Leamington because I'm not playing for serious for a long time, to be honest. But maybe this league I will help new guys to to take a high place, but I think only in championship because higher division it's not our level, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me ask you, Mumik, what do you think about this division system? You think it's
Yeah,
good?
it's classic. It's comeback to 2019. It's a renaissance of old classic.
I hope you enjoy it. I think everyone will enjoy it a lot.
Of course, it's back me to time when I was a player. Yeah, good times.
Keyboard winner.
Yeah. And Hovs, you're always saying par 7 league winner, par 7. I'm Napoli league winner. Yeah.
Keyboard league winner. That's true.
Yeah, for serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot
One day we'll see as Nazari boot as well.
One day Napoli will come back and
I think
take the league.
Napoli won't come back because
because they don't have you.
Hamza shot in the head.
Let's leave that. Let's leave that. That for the next.
But it's just my opinion, guys. It's
thank you, Mumik.
Thank you.
Thank you for the input.
Well, Mumik was just talking about Napoli, but we're actually moving on to Napoli. Yeah, it's the next team on the list.
Okay, got to go break time.
I don't know if I can talk about last time I talked about Napoli. It didn't go well.
No, you can do that. Say it to me that he won't be watching this, but who knows? So yeah.
So let's see. Napoli. First of all, I say it's very brave of Napoli to sign up a Brazilian player. Always nice to see.
Yeah, it's a classic for us already.
Classic Exodia. I think Johnny is a new Brazilian that you've signed.
Yeah, he's not new in a sense of like game sense.
Yeah,
he wants to play for us for some reason, but I'm welcoming him.
And of course, you have the Estonian connection now. You, Leroy, and Ibanez.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to organize a few time ago. The moment I saw Ibanez wasn't signed up to end the game initially, I contacted him and he said he wanted to make a new team himself actually, but I said it's better to unite forces right now. And this
Yeah.
is what we're going for. A team, you know, that knows each other a bit better now. So
Yeah. So
yeah.
most important thing here probably the goalkeeper, of course. It's always a good goalkeeper is a game changer.
Yeah. We have two now because I recently bought Campbell in as well.
Yeah,
Will Campbell be active?
Yeah, he seems to be very active these days, and if he wants to, he can play goalkeeper, but only if he takes it seriously.
Yeah, we know Campbell.
He's the best pop troll from years ago. So you know, he was the reason why Chef like disabled the goalkeepers for a while in pub rooms.
Yeah, so for the guys who are watching and don't know, Campbell really likes to dribble as a goalkeeper and do
Yeah.
some weird stuff.
Word
That's
stuff,
why we
yeah.
say this. Yeah, but we have Hamza, of course, the
Yeah.
classic winger, the most classic winger in the whole of TPM. We all know how he goes. And then, of course, Frederick is the Hungarian guy, right?
Yes, Friedrich is yeah, he's played for us in the past a few years ago. Now he's active again, and he seems very enthusiastic. So I'm happy to have such players right now. Team seems a bit more together now, and it's
Nice.
looking a bit better.
I just have a question, which is who will play as a striker, or who do you think will be the best at that
I
position?
mean, I've promised Ibanez that he can play striker because he wants to, and he said he didn't get so many chances in the game. But we
Yeah.
also have, you know, position scout. We can put Hamza striker. Christ, I'd like to have the winger realistically, but yeah, we can rotate them around. Good thing about Besco, you know, Besco is in our main team, is that he can play as a defender. He wants to play as a defender these days, so
Talking about Pesco, I will have to say, if he's active, then he can make a difference.
yeah,
But
of course.
we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see,
He's not been very active in the game, unfortunately.
yeah.
Hopefully
Not
that
even in
changes.
manager games, chat. This is very, yeah,
It's true.
very unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, it's a balanced team, I would say.
Yeah,
As usual,
we'll
they can
see.
compete for the championship division. I think every team who places that can fight for
Yeah, needs
the
to
first
compete
place.
for that realistically.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, I think like everybody in that division needs to really fight for it.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what crazy tactics you guys come up with the
Yeah.
Brazilians and the Estonians. An interesting connection.
So, moving on, we'll have new factory, the
New factory.
reigning cup
Here
champions. Yeah.
Here we go, new factory. I like to talk about new factory. And Levi, I see you're watching.
Yeah, I was watching now.
He's really.
Okay, let's move on. Yeah, we can skip this team, you know.
Yeah.
Leave it for hosts.
So new factory. I mean, they,
Yeah, not a crew. Yeah, not a crew is.
no, let's talk about new factory. Wait.
Let's talk
Okay.
a little bit. Yeah, come on, a little bit.
So new factory. What can I say about them? They won last league, of course. They deserved it. They played their head. Sepsiak was an amazing transfer.
Yes.
He got back to back par 7 and then new factory. He meshed really well with the team. They really used their talk anything you want. They used
Yeah.
really well their strength, which is of course the crossing game, the really fast counters that they do, the draws of Levy connection, of course, the classic on TPM. We all know it,
Yeah.
but we can't escape it. I mean, they were really dominant last season. There was really nothing we could do. We know what was coming, but we couldn't prevent it. Coming on to this season, I think things might have changed a bit, but they are still the number one target to beat, and they will probably be the first place on the first phase. Because Sepsiak draws Levic, Kiri, and
now they have
Hero.
Justin Bieber as well. Yeah.
Yeah, they have Justin Bieber as well. What a surprising signing! I mean, no one was expecting that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what really happened there. Yeah, did Kyrie talk him into that? Maybe. But
I think that it might not have been the best call because they have really strong personalities now on the team. Like everyone wants a
It's
piece of
been
it.
so ever since.
Yeah, but now
Yeah.
they have +1 and a really strong one in Ziela.
Yeah.
They
But
won.
I think we will play high balls even more, because we have Justin with a big head, LL, large left, like a loser. How are you gonna call it?
Yeah, but they have like they have like a more of a bench now. They're not relying on just the top 5 ones. They can rotate. I would like to see Barney play as well, but I'm not sure if he's active. And Olmo.
Yeah. Their like rotational squad seems inactive. You know, they have Barney. They have Slowcat has returned into the game, which is nice to see. He was very good for them back in the day. Crabhead transferred to them, which is interesting to see. For a while, I think he was in Diamonds, maybe in some other. No, he was in
Final
this
Fantasy.
Apocalyptic Devils, I think, before they disbanded. So now he went there. And yeah,
Sentai.
Sentai's a bit inactive himself, so they don't have a lot of
So
rotation.
yeah, they have a good squad, deep squad, and even bench is good enough to play on a level. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
that's still this is still Premier Division.
Yep. Like I said, I think it's first place for them.
Yeah, but looking forward for not a crew squad, and looking back for endgame team. That won't be easy.
Yeah, I'm talking about first phase. Of course, second phase, both teams have to play each other twice, so it
Yeah,
will
sure.
be a bit different. But on the first phase, I see them.
You don't have to push them forward, because it will be harder to catch them in the second phase.
Yeah. I'll just
Yeah.
say that with the new update, the meta is a bit different. Let's see how teams adapt and how they go with their team. If they go with the same style, now that it's a bit weaker, I would say. But let's see. Still strong, by the way. Headers are still strong.
Yeah. Well, moving on from New Factory, we'll have another crew who have gone through a lot of changes, and they also be facing New Factory in one of the first games in the round. So, yeah, they have just changed so cardinally. They have a lot of players picked up from all around the places, different teams.
Yeah, so Not a Crew is one of the teams that you would look at in the past and you would say, man, if they just got like 1 or 2 of those really high caliber players, they can be one of the best teams, right?
Yeah, no, they have like
And that's
2, 3
what
of them.
happened.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I played in this team, and when I was here,
Yeah, were we together during that
squad
time?
looked very different.
Yeah.
First of all, I can highlight Totti, the legend.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of the best strikers in TPM. Maybe somewhere. Yeah, his name is not showing up so much, but he's a very good player.
I agree.
Yeah, we have a chemistry with LM10, of course, with Nurmia. Uh, I think we will, have a good chain and attack.
I think
Yeah.
the key here for them is they always had a really strong defensive side with Karagundis, Brur, Berba. Unfortunately, Catfish is not signed up. I think he might be away from TPM for now. That's a big loss. But
Yeah.
But apart from that, they never had like a really strong attacking side. I think that's what they're missing. And of course, with the LM10 signing and facepalm, those weaknesses were corrected, and now they can show us what they're made of. And
Yeah, definitely. They have balanced squad, so they have good defenders and good attackers. Yeah, some world stars, world class players in the squad.
Yep. I think that
We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight for the first or second place, too.
I partially agree. I think they'll fight for second and third with Endgame, just because if LM is not here, they don't have a one of those star players that can push them forward. They don't really have a replacement for LM10 if he's not here. So I think if by some chance he's not here, they will suffer a bit. That's the only that's the only thing keeping them from first place for me, at least, or for fighting for first place. So for me, it's second or third for them.
Okay, but don't forget we have a first match against Endgame and second against Noob Factory, so we'll face their rivals in the first week, just in one day.
Yep.
Thanks to Horse who made the schedule for this tournament.
Yeah, we want to keep it interesting, the
Yeah.
whole tournament from
It's
start
probably
to
down on a
finish.
piece of paper, which was looking like some betting odds.
Nice Sudoku.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it for Notakura. I wish them good luck, and I hope they can fight. They can provide a good fight on the top 3 places.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So, should we highlight some players or just leave them and
I think
go on?
tell them and Facepalm. I don't know if you want to highlight somewhere else.
It's gonna be Totti for me, and still Gio, who's gonna they're still gonna play. And what I've seen, I think they still play with like Cardinal different squads. I've seen them play with mixes, but some of these players don't get they don't have a very good understanding yet. So I'd like to see what is like the main five six players who they're gonna use in league.
I think
yeah.
the first 5 is probably Karagunis, Brewer, Berba, and Facepalm and LM10. And they will rotate Totti with NGO with one of those defenders. And if Facepalm isn't here or LM, probably Nurbio going up and Flash. Flash is also a good player.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be their main squad.
So.
Yeah, but Joe had a great work. He made profile pictures for the players. You can check it on the
Yes.
site.
Yep.
Also, Kiro sent me photos for new factory players. I'm gonna place them after this episode,
All right.
so you can check it out too. Of course, I made the pictures for both of Russian Forces and Special Forces team, but we have partner pay before them.
Yes. Yeah, we do have partner pay here. Well, completely new team made by me.
Good job, Reina.
Yeah, we didn't initially we didn't want to split, but just when we were starting to register, we understood that we went over the limit in interest check. Like I made an announcement in our Discord, and we got so many reactions to it that we understood that like we don't have enough spots, and I don't want any player to miss out, even if they're like Sunday players. So yeah, we decided to do this. I gave it to Mark because I want to play in the main team myself. Mark was all right with doing it, and there's also people I trust in there, like Casper and Glazy as well. You know, Glazy has played with us in the past, so he knows how it's done.
Yeah. So how do you spell it? Partenope.
Yes, it's
Partenope. Okay.
it's the ancient name for Napoli because it's used to be a Greek city when it was founded. It was
Oh,
founded by
okay.
ancient Greeks. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let me
Yeah,
check.
very nice. Very nice name for a second team.
Yeah, Mark came up with it, I think, because we already had Greek players as well. So
Yeah, good job.
So Mark is a classic Napoli player. He's
yeah,
been there for a long time. He's really loyal.
he's
and
a
I like
club
to see it.
legend. Yes.
And he's pretty good as well.
Yeah.
He's a nice defender, solid. I see you have Oriol, which again.
My
league winner.
goodness,
League winner.
you're big.
Good.
Beach, yeah, Grbik, or whoever you like to call it.
Yeah. ZP specialist.
Yeah, I like
I'm not a pro.
Grbic more.
Yeah. I guess that's how he's pronounced in real life, actually. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Oh no, Grbic.
Ah, no,
Is it
Grbic,
good?
okay.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was Grbic.
No.
Maybe that's more like a Croatian type player.
Yeah.
I bet you have like the French connection. It's Oriol and Iglesias. You have the Romanian connection with Glazi and Cosmin. You have Mark,
Yes.
the Greece connection with Mark and Zoe.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for. Trying to pair these players. I asked, does anybody want to bring anyone over there if they are ready to go there? Because I didn't just want to like split it up, make a list, and just cut it apart from the center. So yeah, I wanted to give both our squads like pretty good chances. I didn't want to make them feel like they're a weaker team because they aren't. They have Casper who's very good. He done so well with underdogs in the past. We have we have Glazy, who can do very well on the wing. We have more defensive side of squad there as well because we have Adri there, who's not very active, but if he can contribute, that would be massive. And yeah, I feel like they're still on par with Napoli, but we're gonna have to see because we haven't had a lot of time yet to make these friendlies. We wanted to like chill between our own teams.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
So from
Yeah,
here,
like you have South American player Honda.
Yes,
He's a Colombian, right?
Yes, he's Colombian. He's the goalkeeper, and obviously he suffers from ping a little bit, but I feel like he's good. He can still improve as well, so I'm ready to give him a chance. Of course, we don't have a lot of goalkeepers in that squad, anyways. Realistically, only Hand and Mark can play as a goalkeeper. Gurbic can, but yeah.
I think
Yeah, I think Grbic stopped playing goalkeeper.
Oh yeah, he retired from that
So
role.
yeah, he turned.
he won
But
the
yeah,
league.
she said me Grbic is a surname of one of his players from his local team.
Yeah,
Grbik stopped playing goalkeeper. He won the league playing as a midfielder, so he shouldn't be underestimated there. He knows what to do. He's a solid winger. Like he's not one of those like superstar wingers, but he's a really good worker. He does his job, defends well. He doesn't compromise on the attack. So let's see what he does in this team. But I like to highlight Clipsy. He's a bit of an inconsistent player. He
Yes,
comes and goes on TPM, but when he's here, just talking about his skill, not his personality and his issues, he's a really good player. I wish he wasn't so like a bit of a rebel boy, if you know what I mean. But he's a really good player.
yeah,
Hopefully, he can concentrate and focus on the game,
yeah.
and he'll show what he's capable of.
Historically as well. He used to play in Black Panther, I think, back in Reborn Leagues, and yeah, he actually he might be transferring soon. We were in negotiations with him and a team currently in
Who?
the league, but we will see. Right now, we have an agreement that he plays one round for us, and then we'll see further. But
Okay.
I definitely like him, and I wish him the best of luck wherever he goes. He's a very good player, and if he plays more, he'd be top tier.
I agree. So,
Oh, what is the next team? Yeah,
Russian forces.
Russian forces.
Russian forces. Yeah.
Maybe we can start from the main team, Special Forces, and then go back to
We
the
can,
Russian. Yeah. So Ibrahimovic made two squads for this tournament because we have a lot of active players. And yeah, he split us in two teams, the same level. He even made an Excel table where he gave us from 1 to 3 stars.
Nice.
Oh
And
wow!
he tried to balance the teams, so we have two decent teams. Of course, he could put Polto himself and Polka and whoever we have into the one team, and yeah, we might actually compete for the first places. Third, fourth, maybe. But yeah, we have two teams. I guess one will try to reach the Premier Division, and second to take the title of Championship Division. So yeah, comparing both teams, Special and Russian Forces, they are kind of the same.
So we are focusing on which one now, Special or Russian?
Let's start from Special Forces, the main one.
Okay, I can give you my opinion on that, which is we had splits before. Not Crew was the most recent example, and it didn't work out well for them.
Yeah, we played
Were
it
you
when it
were you
happened.
thinking about them when you were doing this split, or you never thought about that? Bilbo.
Yeah, sorry. So you asked about not the crew splitting in the previous tournaments, right?
Yeah, like when they split, they tried to do two balanced teams, and it didn't work out for them. What do you think? Do you think it will work out for you, or?
Yeah, I think it will work out. I guess running for title is not our main goal. Not our main goal.
Okay.
'Cause, yeah, Ibra could actually build a stronger and weaken squad. But I guess some players would feel themselves bad, like they got into a weaker team or a stronger team. Anyways, we have both squads really good players in them.
Yeah, I think
So yeah, we have balance
okay.
defenders, midfielders, strikers. So both teams can compete, and every player will take his main position.
So talking about special forces, I honestly I would like to see like the Excel with the stars
Yeah,
because
well, I just wanted to say who got the 1-star ratings.
I know Golovin because he's not an active player.
All right, yeah. Well, he's newer as well, I think, right?
Yep.
Okay, I can find the table right now.
No, I'm
If
just
you give me
joking.
1 minute,
I'm just
because
joking.
I don't remember the details.
I'm just
But
joking
yeah,
because I think honestly I don't think the teams are balanced. I think there's a really strong team and there's a decent team on the other side, but that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm biased or not, but I really think that one of the teams is much stronger than the other. Honestly.
Yes, I think so as well.
okay, so I found
You
yeah,
don't need to
I,
show it.
I found this table. Yes, so only Golovin SKXZ, a new player in the second team. Kosharix as well, rated as 1-star, but everyone else have 2 or 3,
Okay.
so there's no problem. We have 2 decent teams, and
Yeah, both
yeah,
are
looking at this team, we are really balanced.
I think the special forces is balanced, really balanced, because you have yourself at goalkeeper, which was one of the best on the first season. You have Kiro, you have Nepket, a solid defender as well, who's really shown up. Then you have Ibra as a striker.
The striker and Maverick with Talo, I guess, the midfielders. We have
Yeah.
Burak, who can play in attack.
Yeah, I think it's a balanced team. I don't think this team can reach. I mean, it depends. I think you can reach like 6th place. Maybe if you go on a miracle run, you can reach 5th place. But you have to really play well, Ilvo.
Yeah,
What else do you
sure.
have to say?
Yeah, I will show my best.
If
The
you are a
goals.
goalkeeper every game.
Yeah,
course.
yeah. Of
It's
course, if we'll have 6 players, and I guess we will have 6 players every game. So yeah, definitely I'll
if you
try my
have
best in the goalkeeper.
if you have 6 players for a rematch, maybe.
I guess we can fight for this. One or the second team. Because in the second team we have Polter, Pasky, Pegasus, Sanders, Yegorov, Phoenix. Yeah,
mean,
I can name every player in this team.
Russian forces is, in my opinion, the strongest one because you have an amazing attack. Poltor, of course, it's like the star player because he's like the cyborg, as I like to
Yeah.
call him. So it's,
By the way, recently started to play midfielder
oh, yes.
to get support for the striker, but maybe that's because we have a lot of strikers in the team, like Ibra. Yeah, he stick to this position.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we have Flame and Yegorov as a pair of deaths.
where is
Yeah.
where is Phoenix going to play, or where's
Uh,
his position?
he's gonna play
Midfield, Phoenix?
defender. No, I think he will play
Oh, Gordy has
midfield. Yeah, midfield or attack, according to Ibra's scheme, Ibra's table.
Gordy wants to say something, by the way, Reina.
I'm actually dividing the squads because we're just preparing the intro team friendly. But yeah, as much as I listened into it, as much as I looked at Special Forces squad, I think it seems that it's much more like attacker based, and there are very few actual defenders there.
Can you give like the word to Gordon? He has like the hand raised.
Yes, sure.
See what he has to say.
Yes, enjoy.
Hello.
Yes, I honestly don't understand the decision to split into two balanced teams. I think if Ibra split into the best team and others,
Yeah, but I mean, Ilval said it like they are not chasing titles.
they would have a chance to be top 4 team, maybe.
I agree, but
Oh.
like Ilval said, he said that they are not fighting for titles. They didn't want to hurt players, like putting the weaker ones on one side. So I can understand on that way. They're not going for the glory, I guess.
Also know that one of the special forces players is playing with VPN, so I want to believe that he won't be lagging so much and we'll have a good time.
We'll see.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we all know who's he talking about.
best kept secret in TPM. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
All right. So in second team, actually we have defenders. Yegorov can play def or mid either. Flame is a strong defender, and as I know, he will. Yeah, he came back into the game. Also, we have oh no, we don't have Hagi anymore. Pegasus, of course, can play and defend.
To me, Russian Forces is the best team of the both two of them, just because Poltor factor is really gigantic. You can see what he's done to Napoli.
Yeah, sure. Polto is a game changer, and with devs,
I got Flame. Flame is
and with
amazing.
your flame, yeah, two strong players from two sides of a manager board.
Yep.
Yep. But we have more, balanced, decent squad in the main team, special forces, because we have Napcat and Skiro in the def. Presidento, of course, plays def, and yeah, Ibra shows a good game as well. He can sneak through the defense, vertical passes, or just play out the goalkeeper, defenders.
Yeah, I think it will be like really good matches, and I think they will be fighting like on the fifth, sixth, seventh place bracket.
Oh, not seventh. I guess we'll fight for the fourth or fifth. So in the Premier Division, we'll try to get into the Premier Division.
I hope so,
But yeah, also one team, as I said earlier, can compete for the Premier Division, one for the title of Championship Division. So we can try ourselves
I hope
Of
you guys
course,
can do
we.
it, but I don't believe it after the split. I think both teams will fight for fifth, sixth, fourth.
Okay,
So
let's see. Let's see.
we'll see. Yeah.
Because because we have another team in our list, Victoria.
Yep.
So can you highlight one
So I can
player
talk.
from this list?
Let's
I
talk a little
can.
bit about Victoria. I mean, this is going to be probably the first full season they're going to be together with that Polish squad, because they changed mid-season last time in the cup. It wasn't painless, and maybe they can do a bit better now. They've been playing together with that main squad, Lampik, Mardis, Menes, Matt, Pedri.
Yeah, Peter has done a good job keeping the team together. Peter and Rasko. So kudos for that. It's not easy to keep them all together as we've seen in the past. Hopefully they can keep them all together this season. For people that haven't seen much of them, most of these guys have played net soccer before. They're really experienced, especially Pedri is the one I'd highlight. For me, he's the best player on the team, with Mlody as well. Both of them are like the best of the best in TPM. Like they are top players. And they have Lalae, which is of course, league winner. With Parsev. Lots of league winners spread out on the teams. That's nice to see. Martis as well was an ex-Rogue family player. He's really good. Menes unfortunately has been having some lag issues with the game, and he can't play on his full potential, but he's always a threat. Quaresma is a nice player, but he hasn't been that active. I think I might be wrong. And Tamai has come back to the game, so we'll see how he does. He's a relatively new guy compared to these old school veterans. But I think this team, if they can get the players, they can be top 5, 100%. Depends how they play against the human goalkeeper, because they are not fans of it.
Hello, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
You called me with this phrase, human human goalkeeper. Yes, looking at this team, we can say they have decent players, and I know they are against of human goalkeepers.
Yeah, it's gonna
But
be
yeah,
interesting.
it's gonna be very interesting.
See if they play with a human goalkeeper or not. If they finally succumb to the pressure and they convert to human goalkeeper usage.
Okay, so we have a game on 16th of July. I gotta be here, of course.
But I think Victoria is the 100% locked on. Okay, I can say 100%. I'll say 90% locked
Yeah, I
on.
don't think they will
Pressure.
make any major changes to that squad, because they know each other well.
Do you
Maybe
think
we'll
they're
see
gonna
some
do?
hop. Henrique is coming back, maybe something like that. But
Yeah.
nothing
Oh, but
major.
yeah, they have a good chemistry in the squad,
Yeah.
so they can
Do you think they get into the Premier Division?
compete for Premier Division, of course. Looking at all these teams, I can't name any weak team or any leader, because all teams are decent between each other, and they will compete, of course.
I'll say that for me, currently power rating to Factory first, NAC Endgame close second. Then you have Victoria as a dark horse coming up to fight for the title. And from there on, I can't say.
I mean,
Yeah,
on a good
I'm
day, I feel like Victoria can easily defeat New Factory. That's on a good day. I mean, Menace is one of their most impactful players. He's one of the players who has very, very well changed over from being one of the best strikers in TPM to now being a defender. And he's done so since, I think, like 2019. I think he played for a bit in Underdogs even as a defender, and then after that as well.
Yeah, I think that we have a really nice top 4, like the mentor, like these top 4 teams, and then the rest of the teams, all I can't predict any one of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just too hard to predict. This for me. It's gonna be a nice tournament.
Okay, and the last thing I would like to talk for is betting.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yes.
Some
Challenge.
people are addicted already. Looking at you, Rozhanko, I think, who plays like 66 bets.
Yeah, but Mirazo and Hrista just put all in
Right.
for the teams, I guess. Because yeah, challenge plays doesn't have any balances of plays, so you can give them unlimited money or limit the stakes for the whole tournament. So you can't use your winnings, and you can only spend your credits and get points in a table. And yeah, we definitely see that some players spend all of their money or like 1/3 of the balance
Yep.
on the third round.
I just want to say something about betting. Like, if I were you guys, I won't do all the bets now. I will do
Yeah,
one
definitely
round,
not.
do like one round a time, because you can see how teams are playing, and maybe the team you think is the strongest is not. So,
Yeah.
for example, I did these first games, the 12 bets. No, is it 12 bets? I don't know. Like, I'll do all the bets for the first round, and I haven't done any more. I'll do the other bets after the games only. So, and also, if you see a game like 100% to 0, maybe if you bet a small amount on the team with 0%, you will win more than, you never know, right? So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
best
but you
always.
have a limited amount of money on the first and the second stage, so you have 100,000 K for the both stages for the whole tournament. So I think you shouldn't spend more than 9 or 10,000 per week. But yeah, for now, I think you just have to watch the teams and after try to bet some amounts on them according to the
Yeah.
statistics.
And by the way, the voting that you put up, Reina, it's 28 votes, 71% for
Oh, yeah.
the factory,
I
and
forgot about this
29,
poll.
17% no factory, 29 for not a group.
Yeah, we're gonna end it here as well. Well, it was
But
definitely.
let's let's watch bets on this game because oh, we have all right. Let me check. 29% for Noob Factory, 30% for Not a Crew, and 40% for Thai.
Yeah, some way the Chai is being the most favorite option there.
Completely different from this vote.
Yeah.
Players raised to almost 25K on this game.
I feel like in that game we're gonna see a lot of goals, but I don't think we're gonna see a tie or anything close to it.
Yeah, so let's wish you good luck to betters, because there are good odds on this match. You can bet for Not a Crew with free 30 odds.
Yeah.
And 341 for Noob Factory, 248 on Thai, but I don't think this would be a result of this
Yeah.
match.
Early in, you could make bags of money from Napoli and Russian Forces game because it was very, very misaligned there.
But yeah, I think Hrista just put all his money on Napoli's game, spending 10,000 every match,
Yeah.
like all in. And surely the great odds, 215 for Russian Forces and 205 for Napoli.
Yeah,
Someone just tried to bet on the tie, and tie is 21-49.
Let me just
No.
say that we have been here for a half an hour,
Yeah.
hour and a half, so we should get it. We should
Yeah,
probably
I think
cut
we're
this.
gonna close it off soon.
Anything else that you guys want to say? As
I
an
mean,
ending note?
be prepared for tomorrow. I'll do my best to maybe stream one game if possible. And I mean, you can watch all of these in game anyway, because I think we didn't set the locked rooms rule.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yes. So I will. We all will play 2 matches tomorrow. So I don't think we'll have a time to stream the first phase. Maybe last day, but I guess I'll have some plans on this day. So maybe I will. I don't know how about Reina, but I will start streaming from the Super League Cup
Right.
and down to second phase.
Okay.
But looking at all what we've done before this tournament, how we prepared for this, that's gonna be a great tournament. Don't know how to compare it with TPM FA tournaments, but this time we have a great staff squad. Everyone have work for himself.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's watch how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good luck for every team,
Good
of
luck.
course.
Hey.
And yeah, I think that's all for
Yep.
today.
You're right.
We are streaming for 1.5 hours.
Every time I say to myself, these episodes are gonna be shorter, but they're getting longer and longer. Well, thank you everybody who's been watching. I know we had like 20 viewers at one point. Thank you everybody who spoken as well in the podcast stage, and see you all soon in the league and maybe in another episode as well. Good
Yeah.
night, guys.
Goodbye.